What's up, guys? Power Maniac 720 here, and I have for you today episode number 6 of RNG Picks My Team. So for those of you who do not know, basically what happens is I use a random number generator to pick. I use a random number generator to pick my team randomly out of... That already exists too? Jesus. RNG for life. Yes. So I use a random number generator to pick my team, no matter what it is. And as you can see, we have Suicune, Weavile, Ludicolo, Aurorus, Saravia, and Kabuto. So actually, probably the best team we've had so far. Unfortunately, there's no Rufflet. For those of you who don't know, we used Rufflet a couple episodes ago, which you can go back and check out. And Rufflet put in some serious work. So we actually had a Rufflet KO counter. As you can see, we now have the, look below me, the Aurorus KO counter. This Scarf Aurorus has been picking up some serious KOs. It now is facing its counterpart, Tyrantrum. So my opponent here is Tyrantrum, Crawdon, Typhlosion, Greninja, Thundurus, and Scizor. So either no Mega, or Mega Scizor. I'm going to go with Mega Scizor, though. It's been a little more popular since Baz won with it. But I'm actually going to lead right in with Sneasel and Aurorus. I'm going to bring Suicune in the back with Staravia. So let's see how this works out. You know, the funny thing about this is I get so many questions like, why are you using that team? And it's like, well, you don't understand. But I hope you guys, if you're new to this, check out the previous videos. They're really fun. We've had some cool teams. So the way it works is I pick a team on an odd day. Today's day 6, so it's an even day. So I use the team for the odd day, use the same team for the even day. Odd day comes back around, pick a new team. And I do the whole team generating process on the stream, or on the video. And it takes like 2 seconds because Paint Cans, aka the Paint, who you might see in Showdown Chat a lot or on Twitter, he found this like Pokemon random number generator for me, which is really cool. And it just basically gives me a random Pokemon. Before, what I was doing, I just went to random.org and used a random number generator to generate a number between 1 and 714. But this was so much more fun and more useful, or convenient, I should say. So Jay Blizzy's taking a long time to pick his team here. Oh, so Greninja and Thundurus come out for my opponent. So that's pretty ideal, to be honest. I'm guessing So I'm going to fake out Greninja at Hyper Voice. I'm guessing Thundurus is going to Thunder Wave Sneasel. It would be my guess. Hyper Voice definitely won't knock out Thundurus, but it's going to do a pretty nice chunk, I'd say. Respectable chunk. And anyway, if you like these videos, check out my other videos. Currently, I upload every 3 days. I upload battles from Battle Spot in-game doubles ladder. I'm currently over 1,800, so they're pretty high-rated battles. I also want to start uploading again my Wonderlock, Pokemon Y Wonderlock. I'm on like the 3rd gym, the Sholor gym. There's like 19 videos on that of me getting to the Sholor gym. So definitely check that out. Basically, for those who don't know, Wonderlock is when you catch 6 Pokemon. The way I did it is you catch 6 Pokemon and you Wonder Trade all of them, and as long as they're below a certain level, you keep them. And I ended up with a pretty solid team of like Fennekin. It was funny. I started with Fennekin and Wonder Traded for a Fennekin. But I got Fennekin, Bulbasaur, Rhyhorn. Ooh, Ton. Wow, was not expecting that. Oh wow, that almost knocks out Thundurus. Oh, I'm gonna Ice Shard Thundurus since I'm faster, and just Hyper Voice again. That's timid. If that was modest, I would have knocked out Thundy. That's really surprising. And honestly, since I'm going to KO Thundy here, I think Hyper Voice should knock out Greninja. Of course, right now I'm fearing Low Kick or Grass Knot, so maybe I should switch. It seems like, yeah, I'm actually going to Ice Shard Thundy and switch into Staravia. I mean, there's really... Any attack that Greninja uses on Aurorus that's super effective is going to be not very effective on Staravia, I hope. My opponent just keeps taking forever to make his moves. God. But yeah, anyway, so the team was what was I? It was Plusle, Pikachu, Rhyhorn, Bulbasaur, Bunnelby, and Fennekin, which is pretty solid considering like I randomly traded Pokemon. And I actually accidentally randomly traded a shiny, which was annoying. Oh, Rock Slide! Wow! The plays. So that's fine, because I do have Suicune in the back, so... I bet you Scizor is going to come out here for my opponent. I don't think Aurorus outspeeds Greninja. There's no, I know it doesn't, because I know that... Yeah, I know for a fact it doesn't. I'm going to switch in Suicune here and just lose my Staravia. And then next turn I can switch in Sneasel again and get the Fake Out, which is really nice. As the Eruption comes out, so that's Scarf Typhlosion. And Blizzard comes out! What? Next level strats right now. So, I don't know, I mean... I'm going to lose Sneasel regardless here, so I'm just going to fake out... I'm going to Tailwind and fake out Greninja. I don't really care about Eruptions at this point. They're doing nothing to Suicune, of course. Suicune's so bulky and resists it. So Typhlosion's a Pokemon I've always wanted to use, but I haven't got around to using it yet. I'm actually about to breed a Flashfire once, since I finally got my Flashfire from the Pokebank. Ashton Cox actually used Typhlosion, along with Mega Charizard Y, Scarf Typhlosion, to get top 4 at Florida Regionals, which is really impressive. He actually had, I think, 3 fire Pokemon on that team. I think he had... I want to say he had Talonflame, but I'm not positive. God, this opponent's annoying. This I mean, this video's already been, 7 minutes. Like, Showdown Battle should not take that long. His Typhlosion switches out, so... That worked out really well. I wonder if this Crawdon has Aqua Jet. Well, I'm going to Scald it. And I'm going to Ice Shard the Greninja. And I think Ice Shard should knock it out. I know it's going to resist it because from the Blizzard, but Greninja is so frail. And Sneasel is still base 95 attack, which is respectable. Oh, it did knock it out. Ah! And he didn't Aqua Jet either, so I was in much better shape than I thought. As he knocks off Suicune and gets the crit! This whole match just took such a turn for the worst. I thought for sure that Crawdon had Aqua Jet. So he's got Typhlosion in the back, so I can't really lock myself into Hyper Voice. Alright. I'm going to Scald, Greninja, and Ancient Power Crawdon. Nothing would be better here than if I got that nice boost. Gimme! So it's probably going to Crabhammer Aurorus. It's going to knock off Aurorus. So that makes things pretty interesting here. I wonder if that Crawdon's banded. So I can just double into Typhlosion here, and Aurorus will not outspeed Typhlosion is a huge issue. Yeah, definitely get my leftovers knocked off. It does have Aqua Jet! Ugh! It outspeeds both my Pokemon. Good game. Wow, that just took such a turn for the worse. That battle was going so well, too. Well, that was incredibly unfortunate. So I'm playing Delta Fission with a team of Blastoise, Latias, Gengar, Aegislash, Togekiss, and Raichu. So, in my opinion, Raichu and Blastoise are an amazing combo. They complement each other very well. Well, I shouldn't say that. Raichu's awesome for Blastoise because of Lightning Rod and Fake Out support, both of which Blastoise really appreciates. especially that Lightning Rod, because there's really just not that many grass types in this meta. You see Mega Venusaur, you see your Virizion, some Amoonguss, but like, I mean, you really the big threats are the electric types, the Thundurus, the Zapdos, the is that it? Oh, Rotom, and Rotom is a big one too. So, my opponent's team is pretty weak to knock off Sneasel, which is good to know. I'm going to lead Sneasel and Ludicolo. I'm going to bring Aurorus in the back, since he definitely has an ice weakness here. And I think Staravia for the last one. So, ideally, I'd like to see Raichu. Oh, alright. So, ideally, I want to see Raichu and Blastoise, but this will do as well. So, I'm going to fake out Raichu and just Ice Beam Latias. And I bet you he doesn't know Sneasel. So, I guess kind of the cool thing about using Sneasel is that no one knows its base speed. I mean, and why would they? So if I were my opponent and I was higher up in the ladder, like my regular count is, I would definitely switch out Latias into Blastoise. But is my opponent good enough to do that? Or are they just going to keep in? Yeah, he's going to switch out. So I'm going to Icicle Crash Raichu, just get it off the field. And I'm going to Giga Drain the Latias spot. I mean, I feel like the switch has to be pretty obvious here. Oh my god, he stays in. And he gets his Tailwind up. I don't know why I always take these risks. I'm just going to Ice Shard Raichu and Ice Beam. I should have just knocked off that Ice Beam to Latias and just said screw it to Raichu. Alright, so knocked out Raichu. Draco coming out on a Ludi. Even with Helping Hand, that does nothing. Leftovers Latias, alright. Latias definitely a Pokemon I think should see more usage, and I think it will eventually. It's a good Pokemon, and it beats a lot of relevant things in the metagame. I think the thing holding it back is Hydreigon with Dark Pulse. But I'm seeing a lot less Scarf Hydreigon, which I saw a lot more of in the beginning of the format, so maybe that'll change. If I can salt this Tailwind, then Aurorus comes in and does a really good job of essentially winning this game. So I'm going to double into the Togekiss, since I don't care about Latias right now. Although I'm sure its Draco will easily knock out Sneasel. It protects, wow. Oh, good move. That does a lot. Citrus comes out, and I flinch. So I'm going to switch in... see, like, I want to conserve Sneasel. So I'm going to switch in Staravia, and I'm probably going to lose Ludicolo here. I'm just going to Ice Beam the Latias. And I'm fine losing Ludicolo because I'm going to get a free switch into Aurorus on the turn that Tailwind runs out, which is awesome. Because Blastoise actually comes in, so that was a smart move by my opponent. Whoa, that Dazzling Gleam did a lot. Alright, so I don't think it's going to KO Aurorus, to be honest with you. So I'm going to Brave Bird Blastoise and just Hyper Voice, which might knock out Togekiss, but I seriously doubt it. So Blastoise Mega Balls. Oh, crit knocks it out. Let's see what this Brave Bird does. Oh, Staravia picks up the KO. Oh, hey, Aurorus picked up a KO. That means it goes into the Aurorus KO counter. I probably should... Alright, no. Did Aurorus get any KOs last game? I don't even remember. It Hyper Voiced. I don't think it got any KOs, though. So I'm going to fake out. Alright, he's going to quit. Ah! No fun. So my opponent's team here is Probopass, Rotom-Mow, Manectric, Metagross, Clefable, and Gyarados. So definitely get some nice Lightning Rod support here. I'm guessing this is the Mega, though, and I'm guessing this is non-Mega. Although this, I mean, Metagross functions relatively well without its Mega form, so I could very well be wrong. But regardless, I'm going to lead Sneasel and Aurorus. Double Ice. I think definitely Ludicolo in the back for sure. And probably... Of course, I have 3 Pokemon weak to Electric. But I think that Staravia will be better. Just for raw damage output. That Reckless Choice Band is strong. Let's see if my opponent decides to go with here. If I had to guess my leads, I would say there's some sort of weird Choice Scarf Discharge option with that Rotomo and Manectric. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was the lead. So yeah, this is the weird thing about the bottom of the ladder is the teams you see are just so funky. I mean, like, Probopass, uncommon. Manectric's not that common at the moment, and neither is, I mean, Rotomo isn't common. So actually, Manectric and Clefable are my opponent's Pokemon. So I'm just going to fake out Manectric and Hyper Voice. There's really nothing my opponent can do to stop that. I mean, except unless he protects. I mean, that would obviously stop it, which he ends up doing. He double protects. Too bad Sneasel didn't get Encore. So I do outspeed Manectric with Aurorus, I believe. I'm going to Icicle Crash. Manectric's pretty frail. I think it's like Absol frail. Yeah. Base 60 special defense, base 70 HP. So I'm going to aim this Icicle Crash at Clefable and Hyper Voice. Oh, it followed me anyway. Oh! And he Flamethrower Sneasel. That does nothing. So I'm just going to knock off so I don't miss. Hyper Voice. And once again, there's nothing he can really do to stop me. I should pick up 2 KOs here, which would be really nice. So he protects Manectric, knocks off the Lumberry, and the KO counter increases to 6. So Metagross comes in for my opponent, which I'm assuming is Lemega. The question is, does this Metagross have Bullet Punch? We'll find out. I'm going to Hyper Voice again and just knock off the Metagross. If this thing does have Bullet Punch, I'm in trouble. Although I do have Ludicolo in the back. Although Ludicolo doesn't want to take a Zen Headbutt either. So no Bullet Punch. So I'm going to get some nice damage off before it KOs me. As the KO counter increases yet again. And we see Brick Break come out from the Metagross. No. Alright, so if Rotomo's the last one, then I win. And it is Rotomo, so I'm guessing Staravia Oko's it, to be honest with you. I'm going to actually knock off and fake out the Metagross. I don't think he's going to protect here. Or he's either going to protect, not protect, or double protect, is my guess. So if I knock out Metagross, then I'm assuming Banded Reckless Brave Bird KOs Rotomo, or Double Edge, either one. How long is this video right now? 19 minutes. So yeah, I didn't expect... He actually moved before my Sneasel, which is slightly concerning. As he just Thunder Waves. So does he have a priority move is the question. Well, I'm going to Ice Shard because I know I'm faster. I should be faster. Do I have max speed on this thing? Where's RNG? RNG. Yeah, it's max speed. It's base 115, right? Yeah, so I'm definitely faster. No Tailwinds went up. And I'm just going to Ice Beam the Rotomo. I really can't envision a scenario where I... Yeah, alright, good. That would have been sad if it didn't KO. So I'm just going to Icicle Crash and Ice Beam. He protects Rotom. Not really sure what he's going for there. Just stalling out, I guess. I mean, there's nothing he can do. especially with Staravia in the back. Like, Sneasel's going to get off this high-powered Icicle Crash, and even if it doesn't, like, he can't really beat Ludicolo. I mean, yeah, I mean, Ludicolo is too bulky for him. Oh wow, it did a lot of damage. So I don't beat him this turn though. I flinch him though. Is he gonna forfeit? No, he's gonna stick around. So I'm just gonna knock off and Ice Beam. And there's the forfeit. Alright, so did I get the KO count up to 7? I did not, so I gotta put that up to 7 since they picked up another KO. So I'm playing Mossy Test now. With a rain, wow, like the hardest rain team I've ever seen in my life. Milotic, Politoed, Ludicolo, Seismitoad, Kabutops, and Swampert. So 4 of those Pokemon get Swift Swim. One of them sets the rain, and one of them is Milotic. So if I can beat Ludicolo, my Ludicolo wins, which is cool. So I'm gonna lead Sneasel and Staravia with Ludicolo and Kabuto in the... Oh, it has Weak Armor, not Swift Swim. Whoops. So my opponent just goes right in with the Ludicolo lead, which is really strong, of course. I'm going to fake out Politoed and Brave Bird. I would love to see him fake out the Sneasel here. Like, that would be hilarious. Unless he's got Scarf Politoed, in which case then that would not be hilarious. He snakes out Sneasel, though. He's not Scarf, so I knock out the Politoed immediately. As he goes for the Surf! Alright, I'm going to bring Kabuto. I'm just going to keep Politoed in the back because there's no reason not to. I mean, I might as well just leave it in the back and let it clean up. As Swampert comes in for my opponent. So I'm just going to knock off and I'm going to Rock Slide. So he protects. Predictable. Wow, knockoff does a lot. It knocks off the Citrus, which is good. Oh, wow! Let's go! I'm just going to Ice Shard Politoed, and I'm going to Aqua Jet Swampert. We might see a Protect from Politoed and then an Earthquake from Swampert, which would really suck. But if my opponent has Kabutops in the back, it's... Yeah, so that's what we're going to see. It's a Protect and Earthquake. So Aqua Jet does a respectable amount of damage. That should knock out Kabuto. It does not knock out Kabuto! And he gets the Speed Boost from Weak Armor. So that means I can Aqua Jet this Politoed this turn. And also I can Giga Drain the Swampert for a KO. Wow, that was just mind-boggling. So he protects. Gonna get my Aqua Jet off. Eviolite Kabuto, new meta. I mean, he's got pretty good defense. I mean, base 110, I'll take that. So Kabutops is the last one. So I'm going to Giga Drain, and I'm just going to Aqua Jet the Kabutops. Kabuto versus Kabutops. This is intense. My Aqua Jet does so much damage, and he goes for the Iron Tail. What were you hoping to accomplish with that? Oh my god, he must be so pissed. So I end up winning. Kabuto comes through. Wow, so I'm going to do one more battle. Maybe 2 if this goes fast. So my opponent's team is much more standard looking with Gardevoir, Arcanine, Amoonguss, Rotom Wash, Hydreigon, and Lapras. So I'm going to lead Sneasel Ludi. Ludi does really well against this team. Staravia definitely in the back. And I think Aurorus too. So my opponent's going to lead Lapras and Amoonguss, which I'm totally fine with. I'm just going to double target Amoonguss with a Fake Out and an Ice Beam. We might see a Freeze Dry from this Lapras, which would kind of suck, but like Lapras isn't very offensive unless it like activates weakness policy, so I'm not too concerned about it. Rocky Helmet. Ugh. Gross. As you do see the Freeze Dry come out, which does a significant chunk of damage. So I'm going to Ice Glow Crash the Amoonguss and actually switch out into Aurorus, because I really don't want to lose Ludicolo right now. It's very, very valuable. So Aurorus comes in, and actually, alright, that's a smart... Oh, okay, so it's not... Okay, that's weird. He freeze dries Aurorus, which Aurorus takes like a champ. I'm actually going to knock off and Ancient Power the Arcanine, which should easily pick up the KO. He's probably expecting to pick up a KO on this Aurorus with a close combat, or a Heat Wave, I don't know. But knockoff's going to knock off its Life Orb, and Ancient Power is going to KO it. So another KO. As Hydro Pump comes out. Oh no. So the Aurorus KO counter is going to climb to 8. Aurorus is just insane. As Amoonguss enters the fray once again, I'm going to knock off the Lapras and also Ancient Power it, so that way I don't have to worry about any weakness policy. Worst case scenario here is Amoonguss uses Rage Powder, because then I'm probably going to activate Lapras' weakness policy. I'm just assuming it's weakness policy. That's, I don't know. I really like weakness policy on Lapras because it's so bulky. Oh, Amoonguss protects, so I... Oh. And it was weakness policy, so that was really nice. I mean, I'm just gonna Ice Glow Crash Amoonguss and Ancient Power again. He's probably just gonna KO me with Ice Shard. How much Ice Shard do you? Oh, he's not gonna go for the Ice Shard. So I'm gonna pick up the KO on Lapras. He's gonna Spore me. Flinch, flinch. Yes. So he forfeits, and I get another KO with Aurorus. This is unbelievable. This is a new record for the KO counter. So I will have time for another battle. Yeah, definitely one more. This is the last one. Actually, Moody Ed, we've played. Did we play him earlier? Did I play him earlier? I think I played him earlier, like, when regular testing. So he's got a team here of Ludi, Poly, Hydra, Metagross, Aegislash, and Mamoswine. So, obviously Rain Mode here, which is really good on a Metagross team in my opinion, because, and Aegislash, just in Steel types in general, because it, of course, essentially eliminates their fire weakness, which is always nice, especially with the popularity of fire Pokemon in this format. Really tough to build a team without one nowadays. So, I'm going to lead Sneasel Ludi. Definitely Staravia in the back, and probably Aurorus again. I mean, Aurorus has really been putting in work, and I don't think I outspeed the Metagross is the issue. If I do, though, I can get Earth Power off on it. So my opponent's going to lead Mamoswine and Politoed, which is definitely ideal for me. I'm going to fake out the Politoed and just Giga Drain the Mamoswine. And once again, like, this should be a... Wait, did I Giga Drain the Mamoswine? Why did I do that? I'm going to fake out Politoed and Scald Mamoswine. Obviously, I'm going to... Giga Drain probably won't KO it. So, let's see what this does. So, fake out comes off that hitch. As he gets superpower... This is a... So, that should be an easy Oko, yeah. So, I'm guessing that was Scarfed. I can't see another way a Mamoswine would outspeed in the sun, or in the rain. Well, that's fine. So let's see what comes in here. Let's see if Ludicolo comes in for my opponent. That would be kind of bad, because I guess it wouldn't. I would just have to knock out Politoed pretty quick. As Hydreigon comes in, wow. And nice strat. I didn't have a strat. I just... Okay. I'm just going to Ice Glow... Oh, no. This is tough. I'm just going to knock out the Politoed. So I'm going to knock off and Giga Drain it. I don't really care about the Hydreigon because I do have Aurorus in the back. He protects Politoed. Oh! No! And he misses Draco! That's fine. I would have pretty much healed back all that health with Giga Drain anyway, so it doesn't really... What did I... I didn't realize I stole... So my pickpocket actually stole Mamoswine's Choice Scarf. So I now Scarf Locked. Whoa! The Toxic! Alright, I'm not too scared of this Hydra. I'm actually going to switch out Sneasel for Aurorus. And I'm going to Giga Drain my own Aurorus to heal back some health. I'm guessing Polito is going to protect. He doesn't protect! Oh no! And he scalds Aurorus! Oh! Those aren't the plays I expected. I should pick up 2 KOs here. Oh, I don't have Aurorus. This is... whoops. Alright, well... Alright, what could he possibly have in the back? Maybe Ludi. I'm going to Brave Bird Hydra. And... Oh, see, I can't just Ice Shard Poly because... Alright. Gonna Brave Bird Politoed. And Icicle Crash Hydra. Which, oh, doesn't KO it. Oh, I do flinch it though. So I pick up a KO at Staravia. Oh my god, if Ludicolo comes in, I think I win. Maybe. Maybe not. Ugh, this is so tough. As Metagross comes in, no! Alright, I'm going to Brave Bird it and Icicle Crash. Oh. That was unfortunate. So he protects. Just going to get off my Icicle Crash. Pretty much need to pray for some flinches at this point. Unless he's got bullet. If he has Bullet Punch, it's definitely game over. But I have a chance with these flinches. Whew. So he doesn't have it. I don't flinch him though. That does a nice chunk though. If I had got the flinch, I think I could have won. That sucks. Oh well, we had a fun time. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Leave a comment or a like or whatever. I prefer comments because I want to improve the channel. Yeah, so this is the last day with this team. I mean, as you saw, Aurorus picked up... How do I point to it? Yes. Aurorus picked up 9 KOs. So let's see if our next team has a Pokemon that can beat that. So until next time, guys. Bye.